Well guys, now I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm here to hunt for some games. Last time I was here, I pretty much went to every pawn shop here, checked out a couple of like the media exchange stores. I really didn't come up with anything crazy, but it's been a while since I've actually done a run out here, so I'm thinking I've given these places a nice fair chance to reset. Let's see if I can do any better this time. All right, first stop here, I'm gonna try to go into a pawn shop. Nothing crazy. In fact, these two loose sticks are pretty scratched. Left 4 Dead 2, probably just gonna trade that in. And the Warriors on Xbox, same sort of deal. And then I also ended up picking up Tiger Woods PGA 14. The 3 of those for 10 bucks cash. I ain't gonna complain about that. We'll keep moving on. It is deceptively hot out here. It's like almost 80 degrees and humid, you know, besides it looking like it's a thunderstorm right now. It's like 15 degrees cold, warmer here than it was in Dallas. Thank you. Yeah, I'll check out the other locations. Unfortunately, nothing there, but they did tell me that their other locations were stacked. So we'll see what that means. Could be a bunch of Destinies and Anthems, but you never know. It could be some good stuff too. We'll see what my friends here can get me. All right, it's all organized at least. Nothing crazy, but I mean, literally the only good game that I could possibly find in there was WWE 2K14. So, ended up picking that up. We'll move on to my other friends. All right, that was terrible, but then it wasn't. They ended up turning around. So oh my God, they took like probably 20 minutes dealing with the customers in front of me, so I had to really wait for this one. But because of that, they ended up giving me these for $3. Lord of the Rings Return of the King, Forza Horizon 2, and the Uncharted Dual Pack for $1 each. I ain't gonna complain. Well, I definitely wasn't expecting a storm like this out here. Nothing there, unfortunately. Next up, the next closest place I can go to is GameStop. However, today was a huge Pokemon drop, so I'm hoping the store isn't gonna be too ravaged. We'll see. They opened like 40 minutes ago, so I'm hoping like the main rush has gone away, but you never know, man. That's not bad right off the rip.
Yeah.
Well, that was insane. Yeah, that's one of the best GameStop pickups I've had in a long time. Dragon Quest 4, Dragon Quest 5, and this is, I never would have expected to see this in GameStop. Super Robot Tyson OG Saga. It's complete in box, it's got the soundtrack with it. Getting this complete in box for $40, well, it was actually cheaper than that because I got the 25 off 250 deal with my pro discount. Is absolutely insane. So these 3 games with that discount cost me about $190, which that is a big number, but this game alone is like a $150 game. So yeah, that was absolutely insane. And then I also ended up getting a bunch of 4 for 40 stuff. Mario Party Star Rush, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground, Skylanders Trap Team, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Star Wars Battlefront Renegade Squadron, Smash on 3DS, Lego Star Wars Complete, Spider-Man 3, Kingdom Hearts, a few copies of Mario RPG just so I could complete some of the 4 for 40s, and that was it. So yeah, all of those 4 for 40 games, I think there's another receipt here. Those were $104, which is also a really good deal. So yeah, I can't complain about this GameStop, man. That was awesome. All right, we're actually gonna go backwards a little bit because I completely forgot that there was a game exchange right across the street from this GameStop. So we're gonna check this place out. I'm really not expecting much just because these media exchange stores are usually expensive, but we shall see. I got a PlayStation 3 yesterday at a pawn shop. Technically, I guess I paid like $25 for it if you include the value of the games. Here, they're gonna give me 42 credit. I would normally just sell it on my own, but I have to take a flight home. So if I can save weight in any way possible and save bulk, then I will absolutely take the trade credit for it here. And as I'm looking, I just see this. All right, Game Exchange is actually a little more fair than I remember, and there's actually a lot of good deals in the store right now. So this was all stuff I was gonna take to GameStop to trade in, but I think I'm just gonna try and trade it in here and see what they can give me. Okay, well that kind of works out so far. The trade credit for the PS3 is pretty much equal to these two. So I'm basically trading a PS3 for these two games, which is honestly a pretty good deal. Actually, who am I kidding? Why would I get these when they got plenty of this? I'm just gonna end up trading these two. All right, that ended up going better than expected. So the way that worked out, I got a PS3 yesterday. I went ahead and just traded it here just because I really don't want to have to travel with the PS3 if I don't need to, and I got it cheap. So I basically, the way it kind of works out yesterday, I paid basically, if you include it with the value of the whole lot, maybe $30 for it, and I got 42 trade credit for it. And with that trade credit, I was able to get Skylanders Superchargers on PS4 and Sonic Heroes on GameCube. I'd say trading a PS3 for these two games is pretty much an equal trade. So that works out for me because, you know, transporting two games is a lot better than having to transport an entire console. And then I ended up trading in a really scratched copy of Black Ops on PS3 that I know GameStop wouldn't even take. And Black Ops Cold War on Xbox One, which they actually pay better for it at Game Exchange than at GameStop. And with that trade credit, I was able to get Madden 25 and Onimusha Warlords. Out of pocket, I had to pay like $10 for these two. Getting these two for 10 bucks, not a bad deal at all. Oh yeah, I recognize this pawn shop now. Well, I'm glad I got a good deal at that Game Exchange and at that GameStop, because I know for sure I am getting nothing at this pawn shop. I would be shocked if I can even get one good thing at this pawn shop. Let's see. Yeah, well, I think I'm all good on this stack. Oh, I am gonna miss that for sure when I leave. All right, not bad, not bad. Ended up picking up Skyrim on Switch and WWE 13 on 360. Both of those for 20 bucks. Not bad at all. That wasn't what I expected. I didn't see on the box, but I just wanted the Black Ops, and I asked them how much this was, and he ended up telling me, and it's right here. The whole box was only 10 bucks, so I mean, really, there's nothing great in here. Black Ops was good, and even Assassin's Creed 4 is actually not that bad. The rest of it is pretty much junk. These are the only games, and then it's some VHSs and some DVDs. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep those two games for myself, and then I'm gonna try and trade this all into the next Game Exchange or Second & Charles I go to, and just see what they give me for it. I wouldn't be surprised if I could get more than $10 for this entire box of stuff, but we'll see. All right, last time I was here at this pawn shop, they were absolutely loaded with games, and since it's been a long time since I've been here, so I am expecting greatness, but we'll see. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that. I did pick out a lot more than this, but wow, a lot of those disc conditions were terrible. I did end up picking Bloodborne and 2 Skyrims on Xbone. The 3 of those for $13, not bad at all. All right, last pawn shop of this trip. We'll see if they have anything good. And then after this, we're gonna head to some media stores. I didn't think that was gonna work. I ended up looking at the Skylanders lot. They wanted 100 bucks for it. I really don't know anything about Skylanders. I just saw there's a Portal, and there was the PS4 game for Imaginators, and there's a bunch of figures. So I honestly, I straight up told them, like, hey, I know you guys are asking 100. I don't know if it's been sitting there a while, but if you can, if it's possible, I know this is a crazy low ball. If you guys could do 40 bucks, I'll take it. And they instantly just said, yeah, we'll do that. So it must have been sitting there for a long time or something. I don't know for sure what it's worth, but I feel like at 40 bucks, I probably won on it, but I will check that out later. I'm not gonna include that in the total yet. I'll wait till I figure that out. And then for only another $15, I was able to get Pokemon Legends Arceus, the Saboteur, and this Power Rangers game loose disc, as well as Lego Harry Potter on PS4. So 15 for those 4 is already a fantastic deal, and I'll need to figure this out in a little bit. Second and Charles, what do we got today?
Honestly, they have a lot less here than I thought they would.
Nothing really crazy. Honestly, they had a really low selection in there this time. Like, they've really downsized a lot of their games, so I don't know if they're not taking as much or if people are really just buying them fast. But ended up picking up Rocksmith Remastered on Xbox One for 27 bucks. Really not like a super fantastic deal, but good enough for me. Okay, before I head into Game Exchange, I ended up organizing that whole Skylanders lot, and yeah, I did pretty good on it. So this whole box is filled with all the stuff I'm gonna be keeping. There's a bunch of creation crystals, and then these were all the good figures. Shout out to the Kreisky Discord, they let me know pretty quick on which figures were good and which ones weren't. So getting all of these for 40, and then I also have all these kind of low dollar figures. I'm gonna try and trade in here at Game Exchange, see if they give me anything for these. But yeah, 40 bucks for all this was a really good deal.
I got 25 credit to play with for all that junk. Let's see what we get. I think I might just take the easy way out.
Well, it was barely sprinkling when I got in there, and yeah, it's not the case anymore. It ended up working out. I traded in all that bull crap. I mean, I basically got it for free, so I was able to get like 27 credit for all the crap, and with that, I was able to get Shamu, another Shamu, 4 copies of Fallout 4, and a Green Day Rock Band. All of that out of pocket cost me like 35 bucks. So all that for 35 bucks is actually pretty good. Hey, last stop of the day is gonna be GameStop. Gonna see if they have anything good, and then I'll be done for the trip.
I always think I've seen it all, but this is something I've never seen before.
Cool. Ended up picking up two PlayStation 4 Move controllers, and then Fallout 4, The Order 1886, this Mutant game on PS4, and honestly, I got this just to complete the deal because there was literally nothing else in the store, Assassin's Creed Origins. All that was like $42, so not too bad there. Honestly, the trip between Dallas and here went a lot better than I expected, so really can't complain about that, and thank you guys for watching.